All right, let's dive into this world of holistic medicine. Looking at these sources, it seems like you're really trying to grasp what this whole approach is all about.
Yeah, it looks like you've gathered quite the mix here, huh? We've got like this, what looks to be a pretty comprehensive guide to holistic medicine, and even an article from Johns Hopkins on complementary and alternative medicine.
Exactly. There's just so much information out there. It's like, where do you even begin? So
Yeah.
are you ready for a deep dive into a world where, like, your mind, body, and spirit are all connected when it comes to healing?
Let's unpack it all. I think a key thing here is that holistic medicine, it views health and wellness as a puzzle. And all these pieces, like your physical symptoms, your emotional state, even your environment, they all kind of fit together to create this bigger picture.
That makes a lot of sense. So instead of just treating like a symptom, you're looking at the whole person.
Yeah. Exactly. Imagine like someone's dealing with constant fatigue, right? A holistic approach wouldn't just like focus on prescribing an energy booster or something. Instead, it might explore, uh, potential causes like stress levels, diet, sleep quality, maybe even emotional well-being. It's about addressing the root of the issue, not just masking the symptoms.
It's like being a health detective in a
Yeah,
way.
hey, I like that analogy. You're uncovering those clues hidden within a person's lifestyle, their habits, even their mindset.
Okay, so we've talked about what holistic medicine is. What about what it isn't he? I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions floating around.
For sure. One common one is that it's synonymous with alternative medicine. And while a lot of holistic practitioners utilize alternative therapies, it's not like a rejection of conventional medicine altogether.
Hmm.
It's more about having a wider range of tools,
Yeah.
like having a bigger toolbox and then choosing the best approach for each person.
So a holistic doctor might recommend both prescription medication and lifestyle changes, depending on the patient's needs.
Precisely. It's all about integrating those different approaches to create a truly personalized treatment plan.
Okay, that clears up some of the confusion. Now, what about the underlying philosophy? What are some of the core principles driving holistic medicine?
Well, at its heart, holistic medicine really emphasizes the body's innate healing powers. It recognizes that the body has this incredible ability to heal itself given the right support.
Right, so you're not just relying on external interventions, you're tapping into the body's own resources.
You got it. Think about how a cut heals on its own. Holistic medicine seeks to enhance those natural healing mechanisms by, addressing any obstacles like poor nutrition, chronic stress, environmental toxins. It's creating the optimal conditions for the body to thrive.
So it's about empowering the individual to take an active role in their own healing.
Absolutely. It moves away from that doctor knows best model and fosters a collaborative relationship, where the patient is an active participant in their health journey. And another key principle is that, a person isn't defined by their illness.
Right, you're not just a collection of symptoms.
Exactly. You're a whole person with unique experiences, beliefs, values, and those need to be taken into account when it comes to your health. Your emotional well-being, social connections, spiritual beliefs, they all play a role in your overall health.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not just about treating the physical body, like, in isolation.
Right. And this leads to another crucial principle, the importance of addressing the root cause of an issue.
Instead of just slapping a Band-Aid on the symptoms.
Exactly. It's about understanding those underlying factors that contribute to a person's health challenges. Let's say someone is struggling with recurring headaches. A holistic practitioner wouldn't just prescribe pain relievers, they'd investigate potential triggers, stress, poor posture, food sensitivities, maybe even underlying emotional issues.
This is like a much deeper level of investigation.
It is. Think of it this way. If you have a weed growing in your garden, you can keep cutting it down, but it's going to keep coming back, right? Holistic medicine is about getting to the root of that weed and pulling it out entirely.
Okay, I think I'm really starting to grasp the holistic philosophy here. Now, let's talk about the people who actually practice it. Who are these holistic healers? What sets them apart from conventional doctors?
Well, there's a whole spectrum of practitioners out there. You've got integrative physicians who are actually licensed MDs, but they also incorporate alternative therapies like acupuncture or massage into their practice.
Oh, interesting. So they're kind of bridging the gap between conventional and alternative medicine.
Exactly. They see the value in both approaches and aim to create like a truly personalized treatment plan, drawing from both worlds. Then you have naturopathic doctors who focus on using natural therapies to support the body's self-healing abilities.
Like herbal remedies or nutritional counseling?
Exactly. They believe that the body has this inherent wisdom, and they're striving to create the right conditions for it to heal itself. And of course, we can't forget about osteopathic doctors. They're full licensed physicians as well. But AT, they have additional training in the musculoskeletal system, and they often use manual manipulation techniques to diagnose and treat conditions.
So they're kind of like a combination of a doctor and a chiropractor.
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap with chiropractic care, which focuses specifically on the spine and its impact on the nervous system. But osteopathic doctors take a more holistic view, looking at the interconnectedness of the whole body.
Wow, so many different types of practitioners. It's like a whole new world of healthcare options.
And we've only just scratched the surface. There are also Ayurvedic practitioners drawing from ancient Indian traditions and traditional Chinese medicine practitioners using techniques like acupuncture and herbal remedies that have been practiced for centuries.
Now, those sound fascinating. I'm definitely curious to learn more about those ancient healing systems. But first, I need a moment to process all this information.
I hear you. It's a lot to take in. But don't worry, we'll break it down step by step. You'll be surprised by how much you absorb by the end of this deep dive. Okay, so let's take a little journey back in time, shall we? Explore these ancient healing traditions. And we'll start with Ayurveda, which originated in India like thousands of years ago.
Okay, Ayurveda. I've definitely heard the term before, but I'm not entirely sure I know what it entails. Like, fill me in.
Sure. So Ayurveda actually translates to like the science of life. And it's this whole holistic system that emphasizes balancing the body's energies to achieve optimal health and well-being. They call this vital life force prana.
Prana. That sounds familiar. Is that similar to the concept of qi in traditional Chinese medicine?
You got it. Both prana and qi refer to a vital energy that flows through the body. And both Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine, they, aim to maintain the harmonious flow of this energy.
Interesting. So how does Ayurveda actually go about, like, balancing this prana?
Well, it utilizes a variety of techniques, including personalized diets, herbal remedies, massage therapy, yoga, and meditation. It's really about creating a lifestyle that supports physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
So imagine someone struggling with insomnia. Could an Ayurvedic practitioner, like, help with that?
Absolutely. They might recommend dietary changes, maybe some specific herbs to promote relaxation, or even breathing exercises to kind of calm the mind and prepare the body for sleep.
That makes sense. So it's not just about popping a sleeping pill. It's about addressing those, like, underlying imbalances that are contributing to the sleep issue.
Exactly. Now, let's shift gears a bit. Venture to the Far East and we'll explore traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM for short.
TCM. I'm especially curious about this one because I've heard so much about acupuncture.
hmm
Like, how does that fit into the whole system?
Yeah. Acupuncture is definitely one of the key practices in TCM, along with herbal medicine, massage, and mind-body exercises like Qigong. And remember how we were talking about qi being that vital energy? Well, acupuncture aims to, unblock any stagnation in the flow of qi throughout the body.
So those tiny needles are strategically placed to, like, stimulate energy flow in specific areas.
Precisely. It's based on the understanding that different points on the body, they correspond to different energy pathways, or meridians.
It's amazing how these ancient systems had, like, such a deep understanding of the body's energy systems.
Truly remarkable. And both Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, they take a very individualized approach, considering, the unique needs and imbalances of each person.
I gotta say, these ancient healing traditions are kind of blowing my mind. But I'm also realizing that holistic medicine, it encompasses so much more than just seeing a specific type of practitioner, right?
You're absolutely right. Holistic medicine is also about incorporating like healthy habits and practices into your everyday life.
Right. So we're talking about things like diet and exercise,
Yeah.
but also like stress management techniques
Yeah.
and mindfulness practices.
Exactly. These are all essential pieces of the holistic puzzle. For instance, a holistic practitioner might recommend, a diet rich in whole foods, regular exercise, and stress reduction techniques like meditation or yoga.
So it's about empowering yourself to make choices that really support your overall well-being.
That's the key, taking ownership of your health, becoming an active participant in your healing journey.
Okay, so we've got the foundations. Healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management. But there's even more to explore in the world of holistic treatments, right?
No, you bet.
Mm.
There's a whole array of these mind-body practices that can be like incredibly powerful tools for promoting healing and well-being. Things like biofeedback, hypnosis, even guided imagery.
Wait, biofeedback. That sounds kind of futuristic. What exactly is that?
It might sound like something out of Star Trek, but it's actually been around for a while. Biofeedback uses electronic devices to monitor bodily functions like heart rate, muscle tension, skin temperature.
Oh, wow. And so by seeing those measurements in real time, you can learn to kind of control them.
You got it. It's about becoming more aware of your body's responses to stress, and learning techniques to kind of regulate those responses. Let's say you're someone who gets tense really easily. Biofeedback can help you train your body to relax, which can be super helpful for managing anxiety and improving sleep.
That's incredible. It's like taking control of your internal autopilot.
Exactly. And then there's hypnosis, which I think is often misunderstood, but it can be a really effective therapeutic tool.
Yeah, people tend to associate it with like stage shows and mind control, How is it used in a holistic context?
Well, holistic hypnosis is all about guiding a person into this deeply relaxed state where they're more open to suggestion. And it can be used to address a wide range of issues, from phobias and addictions to chronic pain and insomnia.
Wow. So you're essentially tapping into the power of the subconscious mind to promote healing and positive change.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And speaking of the power of the mind, there's also guided imagery, which involves using visualization and imagination to create a sense of peace, relaxation, and well-being.
I've tried guided meditation before, and I find it so helpful for calming my mind and reducing stress.
Oh, it can be incredibly effective. And what's fascinating is that these mind-body practices often work synergistically with other holistic approaches.
So you might combine acupuncture with guided imagery or herbal remedies with biofeedback.
Exactly. It's about creating this personalized toolkit that addresses the individual's unique needs and goals.
Okay, we've covered so much ground here, from ancient healing systems to cutting-edge mind-body techniques. The world of holistic medicine is incredibly diverse.
It is. And there's still more to explore. We haven't even touched on therapies that engage the senses, like art therapy, dance therapy, or music therapy.
Wait, really? Healing through art and music? Tell me more.
Well, think about the emotional impact of music, right? It can evoke joy, sadness, peace, excitement. Music therapy utilizes this power to promote emotional expression, reduce stress. It can even improve cognitive function.
I can definitely relate to the calming effects of music. Certain melodies just seem to, I don't know, melt away stress.
Exactly. And then you have art therapy, which allows individuals to express themselves creatively, process emotions, and even gain insights into their subconscious through the act of creating.
So it's not just about creating a beautiful piece of art. It's about using art as a tool for self-discovery and healing.
Precisely. And then dance therapy uses movement and rhythm to promote physical well-being, emotional expression, and even social connection.
Wow, it's incredible how many different avenues there are for healing and self-exploration. I'm starting to understand why holistic medicine is gaining so much popularity these days.
Yeah. It's about recognizing that we're not just physical beings. We're complex, multifaceted individuals, and our health reflects that intricate interplay of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual selves.
Okay, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by all these options, but in a good way. It's amazing to see how much holistic medicine encompasses. But let's be realistic for a second. It's not all rainbows and sunshine, right? There must be some things to be wary of when exploring this world.
You're right. It's essential to approach holistic medicine with a discerning eye. Not all practitioners are created equal, and it's crucial to do your research and find someone who is, qualified, experienced, and aligns with your values.
So what are some red flags to watch out for when choosing a holistic practitioner?
Well, first and foremost, you got to make sure they're properly licensed and credentialed in their respective field. This ensures they've met certain standards of education and training. And don't be afraid to ask questions about their approach, their experience, their philosophy.
Right. It's your health. You have every right to be informed and make sure you feel comfortable with the practitioner.
Absolutely. Pay attention to how they communicate. Do they listen attentively? Do they respect your concerns and preferences? Do they pressure you into treatments you're not comfortable with?
Those are all important considerations. It's about finding a practitioner who empowers you to make those informed decisions about your health.
Exactly. And remember, holistic medicine is not a quick fix. It's a journey of self-discovery and healing that requires patience, commitment, and an open mind.
So it's not about finding that magic pill. It's about taking an active role in your well-being and making sustainable lifestyle changes.
Yeah. That's the essence of it. And with the right guidance and support, holistic medicine can be this like empowering and transformative path towards optimal health and well-being.
Wow, we've really journeyed deep into this whole world of holistic medicine. It's been fascinating to explore all these different approaches and philosophies.
It really is. It's like we've opened this whole new toolbox for, health and well-being.
Exactly. And I think what strikes me most is that holistic medicine, it isn't just about treating illnesses,
Right.
right? It's about cultivating a lifestyle that supports, overall wellness.
Yeah, that's a key insight. It's about recognizing that true health, it encompasses the physical, the mental, emotional, even spiritual well-being. It's about thriving, not just surviving, right?
Right. And it's about empowering individuals to take an active role in their own health journey.
Absolutely. It's moving away from that passive patient model and, becoming an informed and engaged participant in your own healing process.
Yeah. So it's not about just blindly following a doctor's orders. It's about having those open conversations, exploring the different options, and making choices that really align with your values and goals.
Exactly. It's about finding what resonates with you and what makes you feel your best.
Okay, so let's bring this back to you, the listener. You've given us all this great source material on holistic medicine, so clearly you're interested in exploring this approach, right?
Yeah.
So what are some key takeaways that you can actually apply to your own life?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's important to remember that holistic medicine is a journey, not a destination. It's about making, gradual and sustainable changes that support your overall well-being.
So don't get overwhelmed if you can't incorporate every single practice or technique we've talked about today. Just start small, experiment, see what works for you.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay to seek guidance and support along the way. Find a qualified holistic practitioner who you resonate with and who can help you create a personalized wellness plan.
Right, and don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Ask questions, do your research, make those informed decisions about your health.
Absolutely. Your health is your responsibility, and you have the power to choose the path that feels right for you.
So if you're feeling inspired to delve deeper into holistic medicine, what are some practical steps you can take right now?
Hmm. Well, one simple step is to just start paying closer attention to your body's signals. What are you feeling physically? What emotions are you experiencing? What thoughts are running through your mind?
It's about becoming more aware of your internal landscape.
Exactly. And then, consider exploring some of the practices and techniques we've discussed. Maybe try a yoga class or experiment with meditation or maybe even explore the world of herbal remedies.
Or find a creative outlet like art or music to express yourself and tap into your inner healer.
The possibilities are endless. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to approach holistic medicine. It's all about finding what works for you and what helps you feel your best.
So I think the biggest takeaway here is that holistic medicine, it's not just a set of treatments or practices. It's a mindset, a way of life that empowers you to take control of your well-being.
Yeah.
And create a life that's filled with vitality and purpose.
Beautifully said. And as you embark on this journey, remember to be patient with yourself, trust your intuition, and celebrate every step you take towards, a healthier, happier you.
I think that's a perfect note to end on. It's been a truly enlightening deep dive into the world of holistic medicine. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and feel inspired to explore this empowering approach to health and well-being.